All right, we're recording. You see that rain? That rain right there? That was because there was a storm nearby today, and I hadn't gotten the chance to record this, at least until now. The gods are mad that I survived to see chapter 2 happen. Or something, I don't know. Now, it's not today. It's not today. It's not gonna be today, but it is on the 24th, right? On the 24th. Coming in on the 24th. That's in roughly 21 days from me speaking these words right now. And you bet your ass on the 24th I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something about it. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna be playing that game. I'm gonna be playing Scrap Mechanic, the Scrap Mechanic. And I have the trailer right here. And I only saw small snippets of it. I've already seen like the first like 10 seconds, but otherwise. Oh wait, an actual moon? You know, the moon that's been missing? But yeah, this guy, I already have like thoughts, right? It feels like more of a scout kind of enemy. No, why is it? I want to see everything. I'm gonna rewind. I'm rewinding. I'm gonna rewind. Oh. That's a lot of stuff happening. Okay. So, once again, for those who are unaware, the world of Scrap Mechanic is very empty and very hollow feeling, right? There's a lot of sparsity in terms of like the action, right? Enemies, there's only two situations in when either enemies come to you or you come to the enemies, which, like, you know, is the case for everything in it. I have no idea if you can see the changing color. That is slightly pink. It is the dusk. The dusk is coming to claim me. I need to finish this before the night comes. As you can see in here, there's a lot more action. Usually these bots would be spawning in what is effectively the end game of the current version of Scrap Mechanic. That is not chapter 2, but chapter 2 just looks like mid game to me. This looks like mid game to me, which is freaking exciting as hell. There's a couple of new blocks that I see. There's hold on, let me see. Yeah, so this purple block right here, I am not familiar with what this is or what the hell any of this is. But new blocks, new things, new mechanics, new whatever it is. There's also a creeper, Minecraft creeper type enemy, which I'm already aware of. Thankfully, these guys are much more louder than Minecraft creeper. And this is obviously a new biome. Like, I can tell that this is part of the terrain here, right? And this new biome is like, it's great. And I can see a contraption here that has like the sticky wheels that was mentioned in the previous update, which, once again, if you're not familiar with Scrap Mechanic, do not watch my videos because I don't cover anything. So far, this 4 subscriber only channel has been nothing but just gameplay and me trying to be funny. But if we rewind, hello? Give me the cuts. There we go. Okay. I'll go in order because I know each and every one of these things, and I'll tell you what it is, so that way maybe you can stay in the video and not go to other places. But if you want like a much more in-depth thing, then, you know, I do suggest watching or reading up on literally any other thing than my place. I have no idea if you as somebody who for some reason is watching this now, which is very unlikely, expects anything from this particular video or channel. I'm just here to hype it up because I fucking love this game. Now, this, I remember very clearly that in the current version, or, you know, the soon to be old version of Scrap Mechanic, that the enemies would just spawn in. This is a much more nicer and organic way to have them spawn in the first place, and I feel like it adds a lot more, right? They don't just come to you. They have actual forces and infrastructure made for the sole purpose of dispatching robots to assault you for growing crops. Those are the flash notes, right? Because this is, once this lands, as you can see, that's the head of a tote bot. This will break apart upon impact or soon after impact and spawn the guys. This guy right here is a boss. I don't know what I'm assuming that's another player. That's a player up there. This boss was alluded to alongside with the new biome that has other types of enemies. So that's pretty cool. it's a new boss enemy. So if you were to think about it in tiers, we currently in this current version of Scrap Mechanic only have one boss, and even then, it's kind of underwhelming because there's not much in terms of like the hype or the build up to that boss, because it's only a boss level enemy, right? It's not a boss that you have to go out of your way to set certain specific conditions to spawn or experience. Because what it is the farm bot, a giant red spider-like guy that looks shockingly familiar to this guy here, but has a little bit more in terms of farming equipment rather than trash equipment. And because of that, once again, like most of the enemies in the current version of the Scrap Mechanic, it spawns either if you have high tier enough crops and comes to you, like I mentioned before, in the fashion of just appearing, and otherwise just hangs out in high danger zones. But this guy, if I recall correctly, I'm a very bad source of information, but if I recall correctly, this guy has his own, you can see it right here, he has his own arena dedicated to him or her. The bots, this guy, enemy, he has an entire arena dedicated to himself, which is a completely different feel, because if I'm not mistaken, he does not leave the arena. It doesn't feel like he would anyways, because it's an arena. I'm just saying pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hold on, next thing. So you can already see that there's a couple of blocks that I already know. So these pipes over here, once again, for the uninitiated. Yes, I'm speaking to primarily the uninitiated, because why would you be watching anybody else than me if you were uninitiated? Hello, I'm here to hype it up, because why not? So these blocks over here already exist. This is just a building block. These pipe looking things are also just building blocks. This right here is a battery, or a battery holder to be more specific. But these here, this wheel here, this laser looking thing, this and this, those are all new. If I'm not mistaken, this is some sort of storage for something. I don't know if it's fuel or items, but it's most likely to be like fuel of sorts for this contraption over here, which, as you can see, is used to mine the gem looking crystal like substances. And these are the sticky wheels that I mentioned before, and those allow you to climb walls. And then have this. The thing is, this shot I've never seen before, so I don't know if this is an enemy or just a sort of event or story event that happens to the thing, because you can see here these giant support looking structures to me look like legs, right? The thing is, I don't know if this is connected to this. By the way, yes, this is like, you just saw me watch the video and immediately start connecting these dots. I hope to God that this, for some reason, is like the end game whatevers. And if it's not, it's still pretty cool to see that like a civilization or like some sort of thing has either amassed enough resources or time or technology or whatever it is to create things that move on legs that are like roughly more than 5,000 times bigger than the player characters. You can see there's the guy's little head right there. I didn't even say that it wasn't even like technically chapter 2. It's technically 1.0, which means it's been in like a beta sort of version for a while now. Scrap Mechanic Survival Chapter 2, meaning Scrap Mechanic 1.0, is coming in 3 weeks. Yeah, that's it. I kind of just covered the entire thing. You'll see this madness again either soon or when it comes out, because I'm going to try my best to play it the day it comes out. Unfortunately, I have other things, but whatever. Like, we'll see.